if the sun wasn't shining anymore. God put a rainbow in the sky. That statement was inspired by a statement from Genesis. We're told in Genesis that the rain had persisted so unrelentingly that people thought it would never cease. And in an attempt to put the people at ease, God put a rainbow in the sky. That's Genesis. But in the 19th century, an African-American lyricist, a poet, probably a woman, I'm not sure about that, said God didn't just put the rainbow in the sky. God put a rainbow in the clouds themselves. We know that suns and moons and stars, comets and novae, all sorts of illumination are always in the firmament. But clouds can so lower and louder that the viewer cannot see a possibility of light. But if the rainbow is put in the clouds, that means at the worst of times, the meanest and cruelest of times, the viewer can see a possibility of hope. Because the rainbow is in the clouds themselves. I was keen to come to Memphis. And I'm keen to be here, happy to be here, because of Agave. I know that I'm talking to rainbows in the clouds. That's who you are. In the worst of times, here you are, looking to brighten up somebody's sad morning, hoping to enlighten somebody's lonely evening, praying to put some grits on somebody's table. Yes, I think that this is when we're at our most noble. This is when the nobleness of the human spirit comes out. When we look to see if we can help somebody who may not look like us, whose face may not look like our faces, whose complexions may not jive with our complexion, who may not call God the same name we call God, if they call God at all. But here we are, trying to brighten their dark days, trying to enlighten their lonely, their midnights. Look at it. At our very best, we can't be better than that, I don't think. I mean, I've been thinking a long time. I wanted to speak to you about some of my rainbows, and to just remind you of your power and how blessed we are to have you. I know that the idea is to be a volunteer, and to be a volunteer, not to be misused or abused or overused, but to really be of use. And I grew up in a town in Arkansas, about as large as this stage. And my mother and father agreed to disagree when I was 3 and my brother 5. And they sent me and my brother to his and my father's mother in Stamps, Arkansas. And it was an amazing gift. For a long time I thought that they had abandoned us. When I really realized it, what they had done is given us to the best person in the world, my grandmother, who was the daughter of a former slave who owned the only black-owned store in the town of Stamps. I don't know who she was. I can't imagine this woman. How did, in the 20s, and how did she convince white jobbers that she was reliable and would be able to pay them back? I don't know who she was. I just know that she was a rainbow in my class. She said she taught herself to read from the Bible, and she taught herself to figure from the almanac. Imagine it. I stayed with her until I was 7, and then I was taken with my brother to St. Louis, to my mother's people. She had returned to St. Louis to be with her family. I'm sorry to say, at first, my brother Bailey and I tried to become city kids. We learned to eat sliced bread and all sorts of, just exotic things, like liverwurst. But I'm sorry, after about a few months, my mother's boyfriend raped me. I told the name of the rapist to my brother, who was my black king and John. Bailey then told the family the name of the man, and the man was put in jail. He was released from jail. He was released after 1 day. And the police came to my mother's house. Big white policemen with blue serge suits on, huge brass buttons. They looked like giants to me. And they told my mother's mother that the man had been found dead, and it seemed he'd been kicked to death. That was within my hearing. I thought my voice had killed him, so I stopped speaking. I stopped speaking for 6 years. I wouldn't speak. My mother and her family did their best to woo me away from my mutism, but I wouldn't. I knew that my voice had killed people. I would only speak to my brother because I knew he loved me, and I loved him so much that I couldn't hurt him. But no one else. So after a few months, my mother's people and my mother sent me back to my grandma in Stamps, Arkansas. And Mama would braid my hair the way old black ladies still braid girls' hair. Girl sits on the floor, Mama sits in there. And the girl holds the mama's side like that. And my hair was huge and very curly. So Mama would put her hand behind my neck, like that, so she wouldn't break my neck by accident. And then brush all this hair. She said, Sister, Mama don't care what these people say about you. Must be a moron. You must be ignorant. You must be an idiot. Mama don't care. Mama knows when you and the good Lord get ready, sister, you're going to be a teacher. You're going to teach all over this world. Ignorant woman. Doesn't she know I will never speak? I must thank Miss Rose, this brilliant angel and rainbow in the clouds. I thank her for not going on and on about what I've done, what I'm doing, what I hope to do. With this one hand, to open that pot belly stove, throw me in. I found, of course, he was so tender-hearted, he wouldn't allow us to kill a spider or fly in the stove. We had to find the offender, catch him, and take him outside. Where Uncle Willie thought we would kill him now. But Uncle Willie, his role as a rainbow in my cloud, look at this. After he died, my grandmother died, I went down to Stamps. I stopped in Little Rock. Daisy Bates met me at the airport, one of America's great treasures. She met me, she said, girl, I don't have to tell you she was black, right? She said, girl, I know you're down here on your way to Stamp, but I talked to people in your office, you're staying overnight here in Little Rock. There's somebody dying to meet you. I want to bring him to your hotel. So I said, okay. She brought about 40 people to the hotel. She brought this black man who was all of that. Thank you. He said, I know you're down here because Willie has died. Now my Uncle Willie was so ashamed of being crippled that he wouldn't even leave Stamps to go to Louisville, which was 5 miles from Stamps and the county seat. This man in his 3-piece suit, looking all of that, said, you know, the state of Arkansas has lost a great man losing Willie. He said, the United States has lost a great man losing Willie. I said, Uncle Willie? He said, I mean the world. I said, let me sit down. He said, I was the child of a blind mother. Your Uncle Willie gave me a job in your store, paid me 10 cents a week, and taught me my times table. He said, because of him, I'm who I am today. He said, you want to know who that is? I said, yes, sir. He said, I'm mayor of Little Rock, Arkansas. This man, and I'm looking all of that, and mayor, one of the first black mayors in the South. He said, because of the power vested in me, I have a group convoy outside of your hotel tomorrow morning to convoy you down to Stamps. He said, I want you to stop in Louisville. There's a good old boy there, and he's a lawyer. He'll look after your property. The next morning, I went downstairs. There were 6 white policemen with huge guns, badges, to convoy me from Little Rock to Stamps, Arkansas. Imagine it. Just think of it. When my brother and I were young in Stamps, the boys, as they were called, would ride over into the black area, threaten, maim, and kill people because they didn't agree with God's choice for the colors of the people's skin. Then I would look out the window at these men. They'd come over on horseback and stomp around in front of the store. And they looked like giants with huge guns. All those years later, I went downstairs from the hotel, and there were 6 to look after me. This black man, poor and crippled, and dead, still having the power to be a rainbow in my cloud. We stopped in in Louisville, and I would expected an older black lawyer with a little horns and a bob. I went to the lawyer's office, a young white man came. He said, Miss Angelou, I'm just delighted to meet you. He said, the mayor called me from Little Rock, told me you were coming down, and I want to be of any help I can to you. Imagine. Look at it. This is who you are. This is exactly who you are. You have no idea who you will help. The people you are volunteering to help, the people you are looking after, the people you're being kind to, they may be who? They could be anybody. They can be Maya Angelou. They could be Coretta Scott King. Just look at it. They could be Martin Luther King. They could be JFK. Look at it. He can be somebody whose face you will never see, whose name you will never know. And yet, this person may change the world, may help us eradicate this blight of ignorance, of racism from our country. He may be white, he may be black, she may be Spanish-speaking, Asian, she may be fat, she may be thin, he may be gay, he may be straight. But somebody you're helping can change the world. It's amazing. And so I couldn't, I had to come. I live in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and I stopped traveling on planes some years ago. I just don't travel on planes for a number of reasons. But first I become quite well known, and so people see me in airports, and the same people who would be kind and gracious and courteous in restaurants or maybe in living rooms, in church, the same people in the airport could lose it. That's my Angelou, because I look like my Angelou. And sometimes they grab me, they poke me, they give their babies to me. Sometimes they want to ask, would you like to change them first? So over 10 years ago, I stopped traveling by plane. But I did get on a flight once, and the cabin attendant came and knelt beside my chair and said, Dr. Angelou, I can't tell you, you know, how you've changed my life, you meant. And I said, thank you, dear. But maybe you'd like to help your colleague collect the tickets. People put the things up. Oh, she said, I had Brad Pitt on my plane. I didn't do, I thought it was easy. And then when we got up into the air, we were about at that slam. When the person came out of the cockpit, it was the captain. And I said to Lydia Stucker, it was my daughter, really, my travel companion. I said that, oh, we're in trouble. But the captain stopped at my chair and said, Dr. Angelou, I saw your name on the manifest, and my daughter is studying you up at Smith. And I said, who's minding the store? And he said, oh no, and you know, really condescending. Oh no, we are on automatic pilot. I haven't get back in there. And so I said, I know this is not the only way to do this. And I called my office, I called around, and by nightfall I had a bus. It was Prince's bus. And so I kept it for about a month, and then I got another, and finally I got my own bus. So I had come here from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. It's a 10-hour plus drive. It's no small matter. So when I say I'm glad to be here, I mean it. When I saw Agave, and my first husband was Greek, and so Angelou was once Angelopoulos. And Agave is love. And it is probably the most powerful word. Sometimes we use it loosely. But it means I take responsibility for the time I take up and the space I occupy. It means I love you. And that does not mean erotic love necessarily, sexual love. It means I love you. I take myself beside you. I take responsibility for myself as I treat you, stranger and friend. It's a wonderful word. And it is, it levels us all. It is, I am a human being. Nothing human can be alien to me. That's what it is.